Hi everyone, welcome to Crypto Market, the educational channel about cryptocurrencies. Today I want to talk about a very interesting project. As we all know, Ethereum is a very popular platform for developing decentralized applications. But in recent years, the increase in adoption has slowly pushed Ethereum to its limits, and that has generated unpayable fees and additionally network congestion. Some people believe that the best way to scale Ethereum is through tweaking and creating on-chain upgrades. On the other hand, others propose different solutions such as the use of the second layer. Arbitrum is a Layer 2 solution designed to improve the capabilities of Ethereum smart contracts. Arbitrum increases speed, scalability, and also adds additional privacy features to the network. This process helps to relieve Ethereum computational congestion. Arbitrum was created by Off-Chain Labs. The co-founder and chief scientist is Edward Felton. Edward Felton began his extensive research in roll-up technology in 2014. After serving in the White House as President Obama's deputy CDO, he returned to Princeton University and resumed his research with Stephen Goldfeder and Harry Kolodner, two PhD students at the time. Together, they set out to solve scaling Ethereum without compromising security by creating Arbitrum. They are committed to delivering a robust infrastructure with decentralization and unwavering security. As I mentioned before, Arbitrum is a Layer 2. This means that a large part of the transaction processing is completed in the second layer and the results are recorded in the main chain. Here's what drastically improves speed and efficiency on the blockchain. The interesting thing is that the union of these two layers generates a mutual benefit. The two chains complement each other. Arbitrum is a type of technology known as optimistic rollup. The basic idea is this. The Arbitrum chain runs as a kind of Ethereum submodule. Unlike regular Ethereum Layer 1 transactions, Arbitrum does not need Ethereum nodes to process each transaction. The term optimistic means that any validator can publish a cumulative block and confirm the validity of other blocks. And the term rollup is used to describe how public information can be used to reconstruct a complete history of the chain from an optimized record of all events. This combination is the key and essential feature of Arbitrum. This is where the rollup feature comes in. Transaction data from users entering an Arbitrum rollup chain is published directly to Ethereum. So, as long as Ethereum is running securely, anyone who is interested can visualize what is going on in Arbitrum and have the ability to detect and prove fraud. Arbitrum claims that as long as there is only one honest validator, the chain will remain secure. Like other blockchains, Arbitrum also has nodes. Individual nodes can choose to participate in the Arbitrum chain. Validation nodes participate in observing the state of the chain. And full nodes help add transitions to Layer 1. The platform also has its own custom virtual machine. It's called the Arbitrum Virtual Machine. This is the execution environment for Arbitrum smart contracts. This is very interesting. Smart contracts that are compatible with Ethereum are automatically translated to run on the Arbitrum virtual machine. Arbitrum has mechanisms that result in lower transaction costs for users. On the one hand, Arbitrum transactions are sent to Layer 1 in batches. Typically, a single batch sent in a single transaction to Layer 1 contains hundreds of transactions that were performed at Layer 2. This greatly reduces transaction costs. And also, the transaction data is compressed at Layer 1, and those transactions are only decompressed when they enter Layer 2, which further minimizes transaction costs. Arbitrum is not the only Layer 2 project that currently exists in the crypto world. In future videos I will show you other projects that are the direct competition of Arbitrum. Unlike those projects, Arbitrum was totally focused on compatibility with Ethereum. Thanks to that, most of the code running on Arbitrum is identical to the code running on Ethereum. This means that users can use Arbitrum with all their favorite Ethereum DeFi wallets, and developers can create and deploy smart contracts with all Ethereum libraries and tools. In fact, most of the time, the experience of using Arbitrum will be identical to using Ethereum, with the difference that it is much cheaper and faster. Arbitrum currently has two chains: an Arbitrum rollup chain named Arbitrum One, and an AnyTrust chain named Nova. Both Arbitrum One and Nova work with Nitro. Nitro's next-generation rollup architecture provides 7 times more throughput than Ethereum and lower fees without sacrificing any security. Developers can choose the chain that best suits their projects. The chain used in wallets, decentralized finance, and exchanges is Arbitrum One. Something that I find very interesting is that unlike the vast majority of crypto projects, when Arbitrum was created, the foundation did not want to create a token. They focused entirely on development. It was only until this year, 2023, that they distributed the ARB governance token through an airdrop. Another aspect that demonstrates the strength and seriousness of this project is that at the time of launching the token, the main cryptocurrency exchanges automatically added it to buy, sell, and trade, while small projects wait years trying to get into these big exchanges. In CoinMarketCap, you can find the Arbitrum token with the acronym ARB. There you can see the amount of tokens that are circulating, and you can also find the contracts according to the network you are going to use. Well, that's all for this video. I hope you liked this information about this very interesting project. I tried to make the video very clear. Remember that this video is for educational purposes only and does not represent any investment advice. Thanks so much for the support, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos.